Hey, good morning, tribe, and welcome to the Donut Shop at the beginning of the world. I am your host, Dr. Mark Merriweather Vorderbrücken, hanging out at the kitchen table. It's really hot and humid outside, so I thought I'd just come in and chill inside. I didn't feel like getting all sweaty. All right. Man. Friday. Hey, Melanie, how are you? Have you been up since 4 a.m.? Hopefully not. I need to get you some sleepy time tea. Who else do we have here this morning? People are showing up. Hey, Joe. Good morning. Oh, Melanie, you didn't see Merriweather's World last night. You should go back and watch it. I think you'd really like it. So, sci-fi author R.H. Snow was on. Hey, Surinder. Hey, Dana. Hey, Jennifer. Diana. I guess it's Diana. Sorry. Woo. 5 a.m. That's not so bad. Hey, good morning, Kelly. Good morning, Sherry. Good morning, Wolf. Whoa. Hey, Mark. You're still over in Africa there. When are you coming back to the U.S.? Bonjour de l'Afrique de l'Ouest. I speak no French. But for our French speakers, there we go. All right. Oh, cool. Sherry, you liked last night's show? Yeah, it was fun. We had a good time. And contrary to what certain other people are thinking, the glass was water, not vodka. Hey, good morning, Donald. Melanie, 4 hours of sleep. That's enough. You're young. You can do that. But interesting. So, we're on the north side of Houston. We're right at the edge between Entergy and Centerpoint. And apparently Entergy has been having some electrical distribution issues. And so yesterday, throughout the day, for some reason, our power was flickering every so often. And I was a little worried that it would go out like right at the time for the show, but we're good. Hey, Yvonne, you moving? You're going to be working hard. That's why I don't ever plan on moving, because it's too much work. Yeah. Oh, cool. Donald, do you like the show? Excellent. Okay, Mark. So it's the rainy season there in West Africa now, so you'll be heading back in 2 weeks. Are you able to bring any plant material back to turn into your watercolors from Africa, or is there all sorts of rules and regulations on transferring plants? I'm assuming there are. But yeah, once you're back, we need to set up a time for you to show up on Merriweather's World. Hey, Kimberlyn. Yep. Flickering poltergeists. Ooh, that's a unpleasant thought. Of course, I do have 2 teenage girls, and often teenage girls are the trigger for poltergeistic action. So who knows? Of course, they weren't here. They were at, where were they? Oh, one was at work and the other was at dance. So anyway, we'll see. Any good use for ironweed? I'm reaching it over here. Not off the top of my head. I can do some research, but I haven't ever really encountered anything on that. Nothing off the top of my head. Sorry. Ooh, Kelly. Okay, so for insomnia, Encarvaleria sensinea. I tried it last night. Very effective. Interesting. I'm not familiar with that one. I have to check it out. Yep, Jennifer, move too many college and young adult daughters will never move again either. No, the river may rise and the forest may burn, but we are staying here. Oh, cool. You plan on getting the book? Hey, Stacy. Good morning. Yeah, for those of you who didn't see last night's episode of Merriweather's World, we had on R.H. Snow. She is a science fiction author writing a, what was it, 8-book series of a post-apocalyptic Texas. So it was very, very interesting. Hey, Stacy, what are we talking about today? The same thing we talk about every day. Stacy, how to rule the world. No, sorry. I have no idea what we're talking about today until we start talking about it. Hey, good morning, Wade. So that makes sense, Mark. I can bring back my pigments, plant are earth-based, and hope to bring back some cola nuts as long as they are clean. Huh. I guess, yeah, so do they want them rendered unable to germinate also? Because that's often a big thing, is they don't want, some plant to get here and become invasive. Yeah, Kelly. So Kelly's saying, I am really looking forward to her books. Her being R.H. Snow. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's one of those that it kind of starts in the middle of the action, and you don't quite know what's going on, and then it goes, oh wait, okay. Now things are making sense, which is, actually kind of nice, because it makes you go, you want to go a little farther and a little farther. So the earlier confusion is quickly fixed and off the story goes. So everybody wants to rule the world. Here's my plan. Conquer the world and then give it back. Because frankly, I don't want to be responsible for all the problems in the world. It'd be cool to conquer the world, get up there with Genghis Khan and Alexander the Great and so forth. But yeah, I don't actually want to do the day-to-day stuff. So say, okay, I got you. All right, here, you can have it all back now. Back in high school, yeah, I wanted to rule the world. But I've realized that, no. We got Chirpy. We'll get Chirpy to rule the world. I don't know what he's doing out there. Let's see, Kimberlyn. I have a small house that thought about upgrading until I thought about moving twice. I would have to have mobile switched out. Nope, it's called home improvements. Yep, that's the big thing. So we've been in this house 21 years. There is assorted damage throughout the house. It really needs paint and all that. But the basic plan is wait until the girls are out, and then have contractors come in and return the house to the beauty that it had when we first bought it, before we actually lived in it and destroyed it. Kimberlyn, who sang the song in the 80s, everybody wants to rule the world? That would be Tears for Fears. Yep. Oh, Kelly got it too. Yep. Tears for Fears. Hey, good morning, Tina. Feral hog shall rule the world. Not if I have anything to do with it. Man. You know what? So, this is the last weekend where I really don't have anything. And then I have classes every weekend through December afterwards. And so it would be wrong to abandon my family to come up to your place, Tina, and hunt pigs. But I've been wrong before. So we'll see. Hey, Mike. Ooh, rain in East Texas this morning. Man, we need the rain. Great for the food plots seeded last weekend. So these are food plots for deer and pig. I gotta tell you, once I started hunting pig, I don't want to hunt deer anymore. Melanie, weird. It's only showing you your comments. I love the wall behind you. Lots of characters. Yeah. So when we were looking at houses, I fell in love with this design because it reminded me of Jabba the Hutt's palace from the Return of the Jedi. And my plan was to secretly, subtly, slowly decorate it as such. But apparently I wasn't slow and subtle enough, and it was figured out, and it was forbidden. But yeah, one of the nice things about this, I don't know if you can see, like all the doorways have arches and so forth. But yeah, long time ago. But yeah, I had it all planned out, like the Cost Plus World Market, and have all that heavy wood and dark, and wrought irony stuff. That's what I was going for. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Let's see, where is it? See, that wouldn't work because of dance lessons and the having to work and all that. So, I can ask them, but I don't think they're willing to sleep in my vehicle. And I don't feel like putting up a tent. I don't know. We'll see. Huh. So other people can't see the comment. I wonder what's going on. Maybe it's the new improved Facebook to keep you from seeing anything else. Okay, so you reloaded. Okay. So if you're having problems seeing the comments, try reloading. Okay. Hey, good morning, Donna. Okay, Mike, so you're planting for deer? Okay. Yeah. I said, with deer, I always feel obligated to get every last scrap of meat off the animal, and then have lots of stew and so forth. And frankly, venison is okay, but I find it to be somewhat dry. I haven't mastered the art of cooking venison. There are certain parts I can cook, certain parts I'm not that good at yet. So, but with the pig, the wild pig, or at least Tina's pigs, fat and juicy and wonderful and tasty. And oh my God, I think I'm going to I think Sunday. Yeah. You know what? Sunday, I think I need to pull out some more of the pig and cook that up. All right. Yeah. Yeah, Minnie Weather does not do cats. She is horribly allergic to cats. It's very sad. I mean, the whole hives and swollen eyes and just gushing nose. Ooh, hey, there's a good question. Kelly, is anyone doing a fall garden? Yeah, I guess we're coming up on that, so it's time to plant the fall garden. My summer garden is still going. It's hard to think that we're entering fall in a way. It's still, 98 degrees out. Yep. And that's what my dad does when he does the venison sausage. He adds the bacon to it. But, or I can just eat the bacon. Or I can just hunt pig and be quite happy with the meat I get from the pig. Stacy, you want to put in a fall garden, but you don't know what all to plant. So where are you located, Stacy? What county? I believe you've told me in the past, but I don't know for sure. But what you do is you look up the Master Gardeners Association for your county, and usually they will have a planting calendar that tells you, each month what are the plants you should be planting and then when they will be harvested. Because we are with the fall. The fall is a great planting time for at least the Houston area and Texas area. And if your county doesn't have the your county is sure to have a Master Gardeners Association. Whether or not they've published a calendar, maybe not. But if they haven't, then just check the counties around you, especially moving in an east or west direction. That's, the same kind of latitude there, and see what they have. So what am I planting? I don't do a lot of domestic things, mainly different herbs. So I'll see, I'll swing by Arbor Gate and drool over stuff and then pick a few. I'm kind of bummed my okra didn't do very well, and my corn. Shannon, no, that's a nice thing. Okay, you're down, over. Hey, how are you doing actually with the storm? You okay? All right. Yeah, no, where you're at, you're fine. Because you're kind of down towards Orange, Texas, aren't you? Or kind of not that far. Or are you just down on the southwest side of Houston? But yeah, again, just look up the Master Gardeners Association for your county and see what they say. I will say the Montgomery County, Texas Master Gardener calendar is absolutely fantastic. It's huge. It has just about every domestic crop on it. Very, 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 very good. So some of the things like beets and broccoli and cauliflower and carrots and some of the more cool weather plants, it's probably a little early yet to plant some of those, especially the carrots, but soon. I wonder if I have a copy of it somewhere. Let me see if I can do something here. Hold on. I'm going to Google Montgomery County gardening calendar, and I probably spelled calendar wrong. Okay, here we go. All right, now the next step, can I share the screen? Well, let's try this. Allow, and we might end up, and some sort of weird, okay. So I don't know if you can see this or not. I'm hoping you can. But, let's see. So if you're in the Montgomery County area, and that really goes for, 80 miles north, south, east, west. So August, not a lot to plant in August except for the pepper plants. And then Irish potatoes to do, but then come September, we got the beans, we got the broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower. I guess it's, carrots. It's a little too early for carrots yet. Collards, Chinese cabbage, Swiss chard, eggplant. Ooh, eggplants. Ooh, kohlrabi, not until October. Okra, interesting. I might have to plant more okra. And then radishes. So is it, okay, I'm going to close that and then go back here and do this. Okay, so anyway, yeah, so check out a lot of the Master Gardener Association thing. That's at a county level organization where they have people who are, can take classes, learn to be expert gardeners, and then in return, they offer up their mentoring services to others. So you can contact the Master Gardeners and ask questions, and then someone there will answer it. Fava beans. Okay, North Shoreline of West Bay. Okay, so you did all right there. Really good. Only one lived down. Stacy. Oops, where is it? Yeah, so I'm up on the north side of Houston. If you know where Old Town Spring is, I'm right there. So we had nothing. Oh, Dan, you're still without power? Ugh. Do you use gasoline or propane, or what do you use to fuel your generator? Yep, Eric, I'm not outside. I walked out. I sat there a minute. I was drenched in sweat. I decided, you know what? I'm going to go inside. So, yeah. I'll be outside later. I have a bunch of yard work. I trimmed a bunch of tree branches yesterday, or 2 days ago before the storm. I got to haul them into the backyard and chop them up and things like that. Let's see. Wait, I would start in pots and transplant in a season or two. Oh, okay. We're talking pawpaws. Yeah. The seeds germinate fairly well, but yeah, they're kind of delicate plants at the beginning. They do transplant well though, so that's good. Yep, Stacy. Yeah, all the deer I've eaten is nothing but tender. Is nothing but tender and tastes like beef. Just a slightly gamey flavor, but overall, I've had a good experience with eating deer. Someone knows how to cook it. It does remind me that the one thing I really do like is venison curry, because to me, beef has a slight, or sorry, deer has a slight lamb-like flavor to it. The gaminess that I think goes well with curry. Oh, cool, Wolf! You got a young chestnut tree. So chestnuts are awesome. In fact, Terrence, are you here this morning? One of the tribe members has started up a chestnut farm, which is awesome. I need to get the link. I need to bring him on too sometime. Ooh, this is a good question. So for the pawpaw, Wade, Kelly's wondering, thanks. Did you soak the seeds first, nick them or anything like that? Do they need to be scarred or the shell cracked? If we're talking pawpaws, I don't think so. The seeds I got from Uncommon Bees, I just put in a pot and they started growing. Hey, Kaya, you had a dream about foraging. Hopefully it was fun foraging, not panic foraging. Hey, Kelly. Okay, yep. So just stuck them in the dirt in small pots. I attempted to prune my tomatoes to see how far into fall they'll produce. A&M suggests starters for fall gardens as opposed to direct sowing. Okay. Oh man, you got mayhaws, Shannon? Now I'm jealous. Okay, so Shannon's writing, harvesting more elderberry this evening. I planted 2 mayhaw trees and they're finally taking off. One pawpaw tree is greening up now. One, I'm assuming, one dormant? Is that one dormant? And one ran out in front of the lawnmower. I hate it when that happens. Yeah, so you might want to get another pawpaw from somewhere. Like I said, having 3 is really the way to go to make sure everything gets fertilized because they're not self-fertile. Oh, so those of you with pawpaws, the flowers are pollinated by flies. They're not bees. Pawpaws are very ancient trees. Pawpaws are older than bees, and so they are pollinated by flies. And to attract the flies, their flowers, which are really freaky looking, smell like rotted meat. So one of the things that people do to attract flies to pollinate their pawpaws is hang chunks of rotted meat in the tree during the flowering season. So, yep. Oh, Kelly, here we go. Okay, so has anyone heard from Uncommon Bees? Did they get any damage? So Uncommon Bees, the property came through fine, no trees down or anything like that on their property. They're all okay. They are without power or cell phone. They had to go, I think he said like 30 minutes to finally find cell phone service. But yeah, I checked in with them after the storm. They're all okay. No damage, just no power. That being said, they have all the solar panels and generators and so forth because they're living off the grid, so that's not a big deal. But they had recently installed city power running to the bee shack where they do everything, where they have the freeze dryers and all that. And so right now they can't do anything there. But the power should be back in a few days. Let's see. So, Melanie, look up some herb that like shade. For the most part, yeah, most herbs are full sun sort of thing. What you might try are, depending on the goal, is something like beets. For the beet leaves are really tasty, cooked up, sautéed like collard greens. The beet itself, I know, would probably go against the keto diet, so you wouldn't want that. Let me think on that. Oh, wait. I know. Hold on. All right, so herb spirals. And where do I have that? Herb. So there's a technique in permaculture where, let me share the screen again here. I'm going to have to, hopefully this will work. So over on the Foraging Texas, I have a thing on herbs and all this stuff, but at the bottom, let's see. Do I have so growing herbs? Okay. So this thing here, hopefully you can see this herb spiral. It's a mound of dirt, usually several feet tall, and it goes in a spiral. And then there are different herbs that you plant in different areas because it matches the specific area that the herb likes. And just above it, I have a list of herbs and the sort of light that they like. So bee balm, catnip, chamomile, ginger, peppermint, roses. Yeah, you probably won't have room for roses. Spearmint. Yeah, so the mints and wild violets in particular, Melanie, would do okay in the shade. So you might try that. Just look at some of the mints. Hey, Heather. Okay, so if you go to, so there are several books that I recommend. Charles W. Kane has some really good books that go into the chemistry of the plants and the effect that the chemicals have on the human body. And then there's also Vad Mecum, V-A-D E Mecum, M-E-C-H-A, something like that. Basically is the 800 plants and all their chemicals, and again what the chemicals do. But Vad Mecum basically means all plants. Let me, I don't know if you can see this, shop. Okay. Oops, probably not. Let me switch over here. Hold on one second. Add to stream. Ba-ba-bum. Hopefully you can see this. So if you go to Amazon/shop/Foraging Texas, and I will put the link up here. Let me copy this link here. But if you scroll down, so I have a number of foraging books. So the beginner, digging deeper, but the here, step 6, the forager, the healer awakens. And that is where I have the particular books that I recommend, because the author is also a scientist that talks about the chemistry. So all these here, the medicinal plants of the American Southwest, medicinal plants of the desert and canyon west, Southwest medicinal plants, herbal Vad Mecum, medicinal plants of the mountain west, all those go into the actual chemistry of the plants and what these chemicals are doing inside you. So hopefully that will answer your question. But the shop Foraging Texas, the Amazon shop Foraging Texas. Check it out. Step 6, the healer awakens. All right. Oops. Oh, wow. That sounds nice. The goal is an orchard. Chestnuts, apples, maples, cherries, and of course blackberries, blueberries, raspberries, and honeyberries. Oh man, that would be nice. That's something I miss from the north. Is I think the orchards. Well, once you can get apples and cherries in, I'm more of a fruit fan of apples and cherries and things like that rather than peaches and apricots and the basic fruit orchards we have down here. Oops. Let's see. Just a minute here. I'm trying to. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. So Bonnie, why would you want pawpaw trees if they smell like rotted meat? So only the flowers smell like rotted meat, and then once the flowers go away, that smell goes away. The fruit is absolutely amazing. It tastes like a banana custard, just sweet and savory and fruity and absolutely delicious. The problem with pawpaws is they start to spoil as soon as you pick them. So they are not commercially available for the most part because they just can't handle the shipping. You got to pick it off the tree and start eating it. And they are absolutely fantastic. All right, Tina, have a great weekend. I'll keep you posted, but I really doubt I'll be able to escape. Let's see, Shannon, any suggestions for herbs that will survive in a greenhouse in the Southeast Texas summer? A creosote bush, maybe. Texas sage, purple sage, but yeah, the greenhouse, unless you have a lot of venting and can just open it up, man, that's a toughie. Some of the mints, some of the bee balms. I guess in the greenhouse, it's going to be in big pots too. Let me think on that one. That one is tricky because I mean, summers in Texas are tough. So Heather Barnes, is it accessible to beginning herbalists? If you are talking about the books, yes, because you don't have to be a chemist to understand it. It's basically the books on that list, if those are what you're talking about, they are the ones that I like because they are scientifically validated herbal cures. So you don't have to understand the chemistry. They also go in how to use that. Well, okay, so Vad Mecum, Herbal Vad Mecum, the 800 plant book, that doesn't really go into how to make the medicines out of them, but the other books do. So it's like I said, as a scientist and an herbalist, I like to know there is scientific proof of what I'm recommending. Hey, Terry. Good morning, Sandra. All right, Kimberly, you're heading out. I guess people are heading out early. That's why I've started the show earlier too, or opened the donut shop a little early, just because people are back at work and all that. Hey, Kathleen, you're up. Good morning. Seemed like you really liked the show last night, Kathleen. Nathan. Okay, are there any legit medicinal or nutritional uses for the rose? So Nathan, the rose petals have some, the flowers have some. Off the top of my head, I don't remember what they are. The main use from the rose are the fruit called the rose hips, and those are absolutely chock full of vitamin C. So lots and lots and lots of vitamin C. So, and vitamin C you need every day. You can't store it, you can't make it. So you need a source of vitamin C every day. So it was very common to dry the rose hips and then use them to make a very vitamin-rich tea that also has some very tangy flavor. And it also has a number of antioxidants in it that have all sorts of useful benefits in the body. So, yeah. And actually, let me, just check here. I'm trying to think. I remember there being some medicinal benefits. I'm just going over to Foraging Texas and see if I have the. All right. Do I have medicinal benefits listed there? Let's see. Nope. Okay. Yeah. So it's mainly just the vitamin C and antioxidants from the rose hips. Okay. Hey, good morning, Robert. Oh, hey, Kate. So the books I was recommending over on the Foraging Texas Amazon page, a person asked about books on herbal medicine that actually had the chemicals and the science behind it. And so those are actually the books that I recommend over on Amazon/shop/Foraging Texas. Step 6, The Forager Awakens. Or sorry, The Healer Awakens. Oh, it's almost time for the brain pill. Ooh, it is time for the brain pill. Okay. Oh, and those of you who are excited about pawpaws, yes, the fruit are awesome. Remember, though, they are not self-fertile, so you need 2 and ideally 3. The trees themselves don't get very big. I'm trying to think what, kind of like Yopon holly size, but thicker trunks. So, something to keep in mind. All right. Let's see. Paulette, when would you suggest planting roses in the Southeast Texas area, Rio Grande Valley? I don't know. I'm thinking my experiences down there. I used to work down in McAllen, and different times of the years, and I saw different roses there. I would say plant them at the beginning of the rainy season, and then let them go from there to build up the roots and everything. So by the time it gets to the dry season, then they have a well-established root system. Depending on the rose, you really want to get a rose that is designed for that area or bred for that area, just to avoid the specific diseases. Roses, for the most part, to me, are more trouble than they're worth. I don't have any roses. At least in the Houston area, where it's humid, there's black spot, a fungus that gets on the roses and causes all sorts of problems. And so I don't mess with them there. But down in your area, it's somewhat drier, and you might be okay. I would really check with the master gardeners in your area and see what they say. Oh, yes. So, Stacy, there's an author, one of the women from Alone Show. So that is Dr. Nicole Appelian. And she and I are the ones that work together to make the Foraging bandana, which I don't have here. Yeah, her book, The Lost Book of Herbal Remedies, or the Book of Lost Herbal Remedies, whatever. Yeah, so Nicole Appelian, Apelion, is the author of the book you're talking about. It is fantastic. I have one complaint about it, and that is the font. I don't like the font she used, but that's mainly due to Mrs. Weather being a technical writer and always making sure I pick an appropriate font for what I'm doing. And so I've become a font snob. But the book itself is absolutely fantastic. Tina, do I ever rehome seedlings? Yes, all the time. In fact, that's one of the great things about up at Uncommon Bees is on their property, they have all sorts of young pawpaws and sassafras and things like that. So, yeah, they rehome pretty easily. Wow, Kathleen. Okay, you feel the opposite about roses. I've never had issues with them and grow them easily. Nice. I'm impressed. All right. Oh, okay. So time for the group take. And like I said, I'm out of liver pill, but for those of you with the brain pill, woo, focus. Oh, okay. It's not going to focus. But the brain pill for the memory focus, which is funny, the mental clarity, and attention. So this is Medicine Man Plant Co., the company I am the medicine man for. Daily dose is 3 capsules. Hard to get 3 capsules down at once. And then, of course, the really important one right now, the immune pill, to support, maintain, prepare, and fight. And it's numerous people have started commenting with this whole COVID thing. They're talking, masks and social distancing and staying away. No one's talking about the things you can do to improve your immune system, with the diet and sunlight and things like that, vitamin D, or anyway. And I suppose I could put a link up for this. But the Medicine Man Plant Company, let me just Control A, Command A, copy. Let me just throw this out here. So you can get these from Amazon. And if you don't like Amazon, we also have a website, medicinemanplantco.com, set up. We are still having problems with the shopping cart working for the website. All right. Oh, and just an important thing about the immune pill, those of you that have some sort of autoimmune disease, you do not want to take the immune pill because it will actually, trigger the things in your immune system that are attacking you. And so it will actually result in more pronounced symptoms from the autoimmune disease. So if you have an autoimmune disease, you cannot take the immune pill. I am working on an immune pill for those with the autoimmune diseases to help, basically strengthen the immune system and some other things in ways that don't trigger the the killer T cells. So there's some cool things on that I'm working on. All right. How much of that got up there? If you go to Amazon and just search the liver pill or the brain pill, the Medicine Man stuff will show up. Will it focus? Focus. If I get my face out of the way, or if I put that face there, there we go. Yeah. Okay. Hey, good morning, Amanda. Hey, Kaya. Yeah, pretty much every American, every person in the first world country needs these. Hey, Bonnie. Oh, will you check my comment about the magnolia bark? Okay, let me find that, Tina. Let's see. Actually, it might be faster, Tina, if you repost. Oh, here we go. Okay. Tina, I keep planting fruit trees, but they've been uncooperative. I'm sorry. It sounds like I've read a really interesting article about magnolia bark. Do you have information on how to utilize it for tea or tincture? Yeah, actually, if you go over to Foraging Texas and scroll down to magnolia, I talk about it there. Because so the bark, the leaves and the seeds have a lot of properties. I'm not familiar with the bark, but the seeds and the leaves were crushed up and just steeped in hot water to make a tea. I'm very curious now, Tina, if you could send me the reference or the link to the bark information. I'd like to see that, because at least in these scientific journal studies that I've looked at, it's always been the seed. The seeds are amazing. The seeds have a ton of medicinal properties, but I hadn't seen anything about the bark, so this would be really cool to learn. So please share that. Oh, okay. 8 o'clock. Time to shut the doors until Monday morning. Okay, thank you, Tina. Cool. No, Psychology Today. All right. So it's not some. Every so often, There are certain websites that when I see herbal information from them, I go, Psychology Today, that's an actual scientific thing, so I'm okay with that. Cool. Thank you. I'm going to check that out. All right, tribe. Time to start the day. You're powered up. You've had the social contact. You've had the good vibrations of the tribe. Everyone's hanging here for everyone else. Again, prayers to those out in East Texas. You guys got hit bad. Just to go a little long here, if you're not familiar with the Cajun Navy, they're out there rescuing on Zello. Zello is basically a radio app that you can listen in on things. I've been listening to the broadcasts from the Cajun Navy, the dispatch, and really that has not been a flood event. It has been a wind event. So there are lots and lots and lots of trees down. So the main thing that they need out there is chainsaws and things to support chainsaws. So gasoline, chain oil, sharpeners, things like that. Or money. If you're looking for a way to help, look up the Cajun Navy and go with them. Help them help rescue all these people. All right, I really got to go. So have a great day, tribe, and I will see you Monday.